Welcome to Wightlink Raiders TV. We're joined by the opposition tonight, of course, Chelmsford's head coach, player coach Gary Clarke. Gary, obviously a huge game tonight on the island. Wightlink, obviously the opposition in the first leg of the semi-final of the English Cup. Your last season, of course, in competitive hockey. You announced your retirement earlier in the year. Obviously going to be looking for a huge win in a tough building tonight, heading into tomorrow's home leg.
Yeah, I think, well, to be honest, it's a six-period game of hockey, so I'm not necessarily looking for a win today. I want to win the end of 6 periods, but if we can get 1 or 2 goals up going into tomorrow, then that'd be fantastic. All I've said to the guys is let's just make sure that if whatever happens tonight, we're still in with a shout tomorrow, and I'm pretty confident that on home ice tomorrow, if we're in contention, we'll have a good opportunity advancing to the finals. So we just want to make sure that we're still in the game come the end of 60 minutes.
Obviously heading towards the tail end of the season now. Like I say, you've announced you're going to retire at the end of the season, so you're going to want to go out on a high. Obviously got the playoffs coming up soon, and of course South East Trophy against the course of Wightlink Raiders in a sort of winner-takes-all game as well. So all the crucial games on the stretch all coming down thick and fast pretty much.
Yeah, it's exciting times now. There's not many weeks left, and every week means something. I mean, our objective at the beginning of this season was to come away with 4 trophies. We're still in contention, you know, for that, and we just take it week by week now. As I say, we've got ourselves in a good position in the league. 5 games to go with a 3-point lead, so we just need to make sure that we keep chipping away and getting the W's in that end column. And in terms of the cup competitions, we just got to make sure that we stay in contention, which is what we're going to try and do today, and see what happens next week with the South East Trophy, and then obviously with the players, with the playoffs, we'll see what happens when that comes around.
Of course, Wightlink Raiders obviously came out of contention just a few weeks ago with a few unfortunate results, away at London being one of them. And of course, Invicta Dynamos sort of gave themselves a fighting chance with a huge win, obviously against you guys in Gillingham. You've got them coming up soon, I believe, in your building, which is pretty much, I would imagine, be a title decider in all fairness. If they can win in your building, obviously it's a 1-point lead and anything can happen in those last 5 games. Obviously that's going to be one of the games you're sort of crucially looking at that you've just got to win, and you pretty much should hopefully be in the driving seat for that league title.
Yeah, I mean, as I say, every game means something at the moment, whether it's a cup game or a league game. So we just take each game as it comes. We play, obviously, this weekend. We want to try and advance to the final, and then we get back to business during the week on the ice and training, and then we play Streatham at home. So if we can get a W against Streatham in the league, then that leaves us with still that 3-point lead at worst case, with 4 league games to go. And then the following week we're in Cardiff, which is I think is a massive game. It's not an easy place to go and play and come out with a win. So if we can get that win against Cardiff, and then all we have to do is just make sure we do the business at home against Invicta. And if we can, I think we win the league on that day. But as I say, we just take each game as it comes. They're all important, and we just want to just keep winning.
And of course, like so touched on earlier, you're going to retire at the end of the current season. Obviously you started out at Telford, your hometown team, played many years obviously at Telford, also Basingstoke, Milton Keynes, of course many years. A lot of EPL fans, certainly from the Wightlink Raiders days in the EPL, remember you playing for Milton Keynes Lightning and obviously being a forward on our side for many years. How did you sort of come about the time obviously deciding to retire? What sort of came about with that? Was it just mainly family reasons?
Yeah, it's something I've been thinking about for a while, but I always wanted to make sure that when I announced it, it was the right time. To be honest, I could have retired at the end of last season, but it was such a good time. I wanted to give it another year, and I said I would give it this full year before I made a decision. But I just knew that halfway through this year, with my commitments work-wise, my career seems to be really taking off outside of hockey. So it's a huge commitment because of where I live. I live in Milton Keynes, so I do an awful lot of travel. And it wouldn't be fair to these guys if I couldn't fully commit, and it wouldn't be fair to me if I couldn't fully commit. And as I say, my oldest boy he's 10, he's about to turn 11, and I just don't want to be in a situation where I play hockey for so long that I look back and think, you know what, I've enjoyed my hockey, but I've missed out on other things. So I want to try and enjoy the family growing up. I want to be a 2-parent family, which is what we should be, and try and enjoy a few other things before it's too late.
And just for any Chelmsford Chieftain fans that might see this obviously on YouTube, is there a sort of replacement lined up to sort of fill your shoes? They've got big shoes to fill, quite honestly, but is that sort of something that's ongoing or is going to be announced in the summer?
Yeah, and that was the reason why it's been announced now. I didn't want to be in a position where I left the team high and dry at the end of the year, having to find a new coach, and then have the difficult situation of trying to recruit players too late. So, look, I like the club immensely. The fans are fantastic. And so I made the decision early so that we as a club, that's me and Derek the owner, we could actually sit down and work through what the club wanted to try and achieve for next year. We have been looking at replacing myself, and we have a replacement lined up. It's all done from what I understand with Derek. An announcement will be out pretty soon.
Okay, well, it's been a pleasure watching you over the years. Obviously, myself, been obviously involved in hockey many years, and in playing capacity, and obviously sort of watching. And obviously, British hockey is going to be a sadder place for not seeing you grace the ice pad down here at Ryde Arena. And obviously, good luck in your future endeavours away from hockey. Obviously, I'm guessing you probably won't see you in a coaching capacity. Obviously, bearing in mind what you said about spending time with your family. But good luck tonight, and obviously, good luck for the rest of the season.
Thanks very much for your time. Really
Cheers. Thanks a lot, mate.